Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday. It is February 9th. We are all in mourning a little bit after the loss of our beloved Chiefs yesterday on Super Bowl Sunday, but it'll be okay. I have a feeling we'll be back. Just wanted to pop on really quickly today to let you know that this week is going to be a little bit different for me. Over the last few weeks of my student teaching journey, I have been just progressing slowly into more and more of a leadership role in the classroom. When it began, I was pretty much just observing, and then I began contributing to the conversation and to the lesson more and more each week. And now we are at the moment, or we are at the time where I will actually step into leading the lesson. So that's what I've got going on this week. Am I nervous? A little bit. I'm a little nervous, a little anxious, only because I've just realized that I have a very different organization philosophy, and I have different organization and structure needs than my cooperating teacher. So it's just been a little bit difficult to me to kind of find my niche and organize my thoughts and how I want to present the lesson and all of that. So I think I have all of that worked out and we'll find out this week. So just wanted to pop on really quickly. I hope you all are having a great Monday or whatever day you are watching this, and I'll catch up with you later.
Hey y'all, hey. I know this is probably an absolutely awkward and ridiculous angle, but I realized that this is probably my best opportunity to pick up the camera and chat with you. It is Wednesday, February 10th, I believe. I am on my way to pick up my own children. It's been a doozy of a day, student teaching. Today was a little hectic, but I think I explained to you before that Wednesdays are always chaotic because instead of there being alternate A days and B days, we meet with every hour, every period on Wednesdays. And so, I don't know whose idea that was, but that's how this particular school does it. And it just makes it a little bit chaotic. There was at one point today, I even got confused. I was getting ready to deliver the wrong lesson to the wrong class, but I was able to catch it in time. But it was pretty funny afterwards. I told my cooperating teacher, I was like, girl, I was totally getting ready to say the wrong thing, but I caught it. So lesson learned for me. That was probably a good experience to have anyway. But anyway, so this week has been the first week where I am actually delivering the lesson or talking about the assignment or giving somewhat of a little lecture for each of the classes. So I'm just having to condition myself, first of all, to do all this dang talking. It's if you've never been a teacher, a classroom teacher, it's just something that you are not used to. So I fall in that category. It's something that I'm going to have to get used to if this is what I'm going to do. Monday of this week, so just a couple of days ago, I was absolutely drained. I was absolutely drained at the end of the day. There was even one point in the last hour of the day where I literally could feel my battery dying, my internal battery. I could like feel it dying, and it was kind of a scary feeling. I thought, am I gonna make it through this last class without completely keeling over? But I made it. And I prayed. I had to pray, that I find the strategies and tools and whatever I needed to find for myself to be able to recharge and stay charged throughout the day. So yeah, it was it was different on Monday, but I made it through, and I felt better on Tuesday. I feel even better today. So I'm no longer questioning my ability to do it. I know that I can do it, but I just also know that I'm going to have to find ways to keep myself charged and to find little pockets of time throughout the day where I can recharge if I need to. So what else were some lessons learned this week so far? I also have figured out or come to the realization that I have bitten off more than I can chew on some of my outside projects. There is one committee in particular that I'm going to have to step down from. So that kind of makes me a little bit sad, but I don't want to do a poor job. I have a certain responsibility on this committee, and I'm not juggling it all very well. So I think I'm going to have to step down from it because, like I said, I don't want to do a poor job at it. So that kind of stings a little bit. Yeah. I'm also not keeping up with my personal reading as much as I would like to. I really hope that that once my body gets into the rhythm of this this life, I'm hoping that I won't be so drained at the end of the day, where I can do some personal reading or things that I enjoy. So we'll see. That's going to be my constant prayer. So I think that is all that I have for now. Those are my updates for now. I think this will be a good place to insert my little Black Theater History moment for the week. So I'll do that here, and then I probably won't pop on tomorrow on Thursday. I need to give myself a little break and concentrate on some other things. So I'll come back on Friday to close out this week. And yeah, so we'll call it good. But I hope you all are well, whatever day you're watching this, whatever you're doing while you're watching this. These are times where we certainly have to still focus on our emotional health. And so I hope and pray that you are able to do that. I hope you're able to do that. Make your emotional health a priority. Surround yourself with the people and things that you love, the people and things that bring you joy. And we'll all get through it, okay? So enjoy this little bit of Black Theater history, and I will see you on Friday. Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode of Black Theater History presented by your girl, She's So Dramatic. So in today's little episode, to kind of piggyback on the career of Bert Williams, which we talked about last week, I wanted to feature another significant Black theater moment during the Harlem Renaissance period, which was the musical production called Shuffle Along. This epic production premiered on Broadway in 1921. It was the first full-length Broadway musical that had an all-black cast, Black playwrights, a Black composer, and a Black lyricist, okay? All Black, everything. So here's that incredible team here. Clockwise from the left, we have Eubie Blake, Flournoy Miller, Noble Sissle, and Aubrey Lyles. Now, at the time, none of them had ever written a musical or appeared on Broadway. They were longtime vaudeville performers, and promoters were actually skeptical about whether or not the show would succeed. But the jazz syncopated songs and the edgy dance numbers were starkly different from what was being offered on other stages. And it was also the first production to feature a 16-girl chorus line of all professional dancers. So they were killing it compared to the other productions on The Great White Way. Their show was a hit, and it ran for about 480 nights on Broadway, and then it toured for 3 years. According to many theater scholars, it was the first Black musical to play in white theaters across the United States. It also launched the careers of emerging young artists like Josephine Baker, Paul Robeson, and many others. It also busted the door wide open for other Black musicals to follow. According to theater historians, by today's standards, Shuffle Along would have been highly offensive because the comedy relied on old stereotypes like the minstrel performances and how the leading male characters were trying to outswindle each other. But the African American community at the time very much embraced the show, and the performers recognized the importance of the show's success to their careers. Recently, in 2016, George C. Wolfe produced a revival musical to honor the original production. It was called Shuffle Along, or The Making of the Musical Sensation of 1921 and All That Followed. It starred Audra McDonald, Brian Stokes Mitchell, and the Billy Porter. I had the pleasure of seeing this on Broadway because that was the year that I graduated with my master's in theater history. So this was my little graduation gift to myself. So when Wolfe was interviewed about his revival, he talked about wanting to do it because the original production had been largely dismissed in American theater as somewhat of just a review type of a show. But it was so much more than that, and it was so much more influential. According to Wolfe, once the style of the show got absorbed and appropriated into mainstream musicals, then they just kind of discarded the originators of that style. Wolfe says, "It's the ongoing conversation of America. How do you hold on to who you are once America discovers you? How much of you gets to survive and how much of you gets diluted?" That's the same thing I think happened with Shuffle Along. Is this recording? Oh my goodness. So you guys, my phone is occupied. I'm having to export a very long video from today. Today was my first time recording an observation for my university teacher. I had to record today's lesson. I had to record myself giving today's lesson. And so it's taking forever to export. So I'm using, I don't know, some little app on my my MacBook to record this video. I realized that I had not closed out the video for the week. So today is Friday, February 12th. I am so glad. I'm so glad it's Friday. I'm so glad we all made it, y'all. I hope you have had a good day and a good week whenever you are watching this. I'm so behind on posting videos, on editing and posting videos. But the goal is to perhaps catch up since we have a long weekend. So this has been a good week. It ended up better than it started. The beginning of the week was rough for me. This was my first week where I was delivering the lessons more and more full time. I was taking up more and more time each day, just delivering the lessons myself. So it started out rough. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that first day was very, very mentally draining, but I pushed through. It. And then today was the day that I needed to record the lesson so that I could send it and submit it to my university teacher. So fingers crossed that exports okay and I can get that uploaded. But just wanted to close out another week in my life as a student teacher. It is, what time is it? It is 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I have already gotten comfortable and out of my work clothes for the day. I did have on something that was a little bit more professional for my recording today, but this is another one of my Black History graphic tees. This is actually a hoodie that I got from Target. I am Black History. So this is another favorite. So I am just planning on settling in for the night. I'm going to get up under my electric blanket or my hubby and maybe watch a little Criminal Minds. That's my latest thing, and I got that from my sons. My favorite thing to do to unwind in the evening if I'm not reading. Reading is my number one favorite, but if it's not reading, make a cocktail, watch some Criminal Minds, and just forget everything that happened during the day. But anyway, so I hope you all are well, and I will see you next week. You guys have a great weekend, and remember, no matter where you are or what you're doing, remember to find the beauty in everything. Bye, guys.